What a magnificent day, guys. Check this out. Alright, got the boat. We're gonna go for a fish. Been a long time since I've been down here. This is Coleman Road Recreational Reserve. Boat ramp facility there. Pimpama River. Around that way is the Coomera. You got Bay Islands out that way. We'll see some of that later. So anyway, weather top of 22 today. Well, as he nearly goes ass up. Yeah, top of 22. We had 2 this morning, so a bit of a chibbly start, but no wind, and it's forecast to be that way all day. It's about 9 o'clock, and we got a midday high. So here is hoping. Here we go. We're in here. We're going to take it easy because I don't know my way around. These markers seem a bit dubious here. Beautiful properties up in there. That one's pelican. Have a look at this joint, guys. Apart from my boat wash, look at it. I haven't seen a day like this in a million years. Just stunning. Just over the back there is it North or South Stratty? I think it's South Stratty where Tippler's Resort and everything is. It's just beyond there. Check that out. It's just stunning. So, we've got a sandbank that runs across the entirety of this. It's just about impossible to get in a boat, but we got Yaleki, so but what I'm going to do is try and fish this side, drop off and see if there's any flatty line along there, and then we'll get across it later and we'll head up to those oyster leases up there and see if we can hustle up a fish up there. Probably won't, but you know, we'll have a go, eh? Me and fish, we just don't seem to attract each other. Unless it's dirty catfish or something. But anyway, we're just going to use lures today. Just got a couple of rods there. And yeah, you can see the buildings right down there. Surfers Paradise, Gold Coast. Hope you can see those. Cool, let's do it. Alright guys, this is what we're fishing with today. We've got a 3-inch gulp prawn or shrimp, whatever you want to call it. I've got a GL2 Loomis rod and a Daiwa BG 3000 size reel, and we're just going to have some flicks over these sandbanks and see what happens. So I'll turn you on if there's any action. I just dropped a little one, guys. There's only a little fish, but bugger. What's he done to me plastic? Nothing. It's alright, but that's encouraging. We got a bite. I've been here an hour and the weather hasn't got any worse, that's for sure. It's warmed up an awful lot. I've put the actual roof up on the boat now, so I've got a bit of shade when I want it. I've got my little casting deck up the front here, so supports my weight. And then we cast around here. And it's also handy having that, so if you do get some boat going past it, you know, elevator knots and some, you know, good amount of wash, you got a bit of a holy shit handle here. So anyway, back to fishing, eh? Let's go. Oh, I just dropped another one, guys. I was too busy turning the camera on. Bugger. Isn't in the little guy again, but wow. Just dropped a third one, guys. They're here. It's just a matter of me being able to catch one. Oh man. They're flathead, I'm sure of it. You can see he's pulled that plastic off a bit, so I don't think he actually had the hook, he just had the plastic in his gob. I'll turn the camera off and we'll sort that. I believe I've got one with the hook in it. Holy crap. He's only a little guy, little flatfish. That's alright, that's the species we're after. Come here, little guy. We'll get you. Oh, there he goes. Easy release. Oh, I've got a fish. There you go. Monkey off the back. So I just want to point out again how stunning this place is. I'm just going to pan the camera around. I mean, it is quiet because it's a Tuesday. It's approaching midday. So high tide. All the run's gone from the water now. But seriously, spectacular. Haven't had one boat come past me in the couple of hours I've been here. There's one out there, they're fishing there. The pro crabbers are still rebaiting over there. They've been there for an hour or more now. So, yeah. Surface paradise again through the gap there. That's an oyster lease out there. That's a boat there where the oyster farmers are doing their oyster farming thing. Yep. Stunning. Alrighty, I reckon this looks like a likely spot, eh? Got the little motor on anchor there. Did I sound like I actually knew what I was doing then? My apologies for that, I haven't got a clue. But it looks like a nice spot, and if I was a fish I'd hang out here. Those guys that I thought were pro crabbers too, they're not, they're pro fishers. They've got nets out, so they must be chasing mullet or something, I guess. No idea. But yeah, they're in some serious scuba type gear, and they've got full net and buoys and all sorts of stuff out. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, we're going to chuck around here for a bit, see if we can't nab a little flatty. So I'm soon to head back into where we come from. As you should be able to hear anyway, it's just the dull roar of engines the whole time. Like there's just a constant procession of jet skis, and even on a Tuesday, like they're just everywhere. And some of the boats, they're just, you know, millionaire ocean liners. It's just crazy. So I like my calm spot in there a bit better. And those pro fishermen, they've got all the eagles have come out. You've got sea eagles, there's some sort of egret there, but up in the tree over there there's an eagle, and there's 4 circling. You probably can't see them on the camera, but there's 4 circling over there. Anyway, I'm going back in to my little sanctuary. Alrighty, back in here again. Still hear the dull roar of the engines, but nowhere near as bad as they were. So, big sort of sandbar here that used to, anyway, be exposed on low tide, and that's what I was saying before, it's very difficult to get in here. You can see weed beds here. I don't know whether the camera picks them up. But anyway, we're sitting in about 2 meters of water. We're coming up really quickly. So I'm just going to motor it back up in there a little bit to my right, up that way, and then we're going to drift over this sandbank until it falls back into about 3 metres of water on the other side. And the plan is, we're line, so we're going to catch a fish. We've got a beautiful little breeze now, and you can see there's a current line here. Yep. Alright. So you guys should be able to see the bottom there now. That's how shallow we are. It falls off just there, so I don't particularly want to be that shallow, but I do want to drift across it, so we might. Alrighty guys, I've cast my arm off. These guys got a couple of nice bream, but they're using bait. They're moving on too. I'm just not getting the bite at all, so we might just do a bit of a cruise up the river, have a look around. Might take you with me, might not. We'll see, eh? If there's anything scenic.